What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to Bakudeku CHUDS ASMR.
We'll be reading today I Wanna Be Your Boyfriend, a Bakudeku, I'm not reading, Katsudeku one-shot by Milky Gay.
All credits go to Milky Gay because we do not write fanfic, we just read it.
I mean, speak for yourself. No, I'm kidding.
Okay.
This is a versatile piece. This is considered a podfic, albeit a very bad one, but can be used for anything.
To goon, to do homework, just to listen to. Not sure why you'd want to, but please do.
Leave a comment, like, and subscribe if you want more.
All MHA fans welcome unless you ship Deku.
Or Baku. You could die. No.
Kiri ends up alone. No, okay, sorry, we're kidding.
Get to work.
All ships welcome, all people welcome. We do not discriminate to anybody.
Hell yes.
Okay, notes. I know the song is WLW, but I'm not trying to ease representation. I simply change. Okay, we're not reading that. Okay, starting now. Bakudeku one shot. Oi, Deku, don't look away. Bakugo had apologized, which was not easy feat. But the guilt still ate at him. He knew he'd never truly be able to make it up to Deku. Putting it bluntly, like the Bakugos always did, he traumatized him. It wasn't a guess, it was a fact. If he moved too fast or spoke too loud near him, Deku would flinch. He had already accepted Bakugo's apology and forgiven him because of how kind and special of a person he was. Bakugo, however, hadn't forgiven himself. So it didn't seem fair to drop all of his feelings romantically on the other. Otherwise, onto the freckled angel. The moment where he knew for sure that he'd have to keep them hidden was the first time he tried flirting with Deku. They were studying for one of their numerous exams, and they pressed against each other while studying the same book intensely. It was something about angels, and Deku had labeled the first one, "This angel is a
cute," he exclaimed.
Bakugo hadn't been paying attention to anything other than the fact that Deku's freckles looked like constellations, muttered something along the lines of, "Well, you're an acute T." It had just... a cute T.
Somebody doesn't listen in math at all.
Lock in. It had just slipped out, but he still hoped for some sort of positive reaction, or at least a blush. But no, Deku had to look freaking away. He came up with some lame excuse. Lame-ass excuse about meeting with Ochaku or some shit and rushed out of the room, leaving Bakugo to slam his fists into the wall. Oi, Deku, look at me the same.
Katsuki Bakugo definitely had anger issues, and in fact he was currently in therapy, but his overall emotion towards his crush was regret, laced with a dash of heartbreak. He wished they could go back to the days when Izuku would look at him with those big emerald eyes full of adoration. He spent many sleepless nights being haunted by the happy memories of their childhoods, every so often letting a tear slip when he thought about the way he just dropped Deku and started bullying him.
Quirks weren't worth shit if you didn't have the personality or the drive. Like Deku. All of the sadness turned right back into anger when he saw Half and Half with his arm lazily wrapped around the resident cinnamon roll's shoulders like he'd always known him. He really wanted to scream when he saw the way Izuku looked up at him with fondness, just the way he used to look at his Kachan. "Look at me the same," Bakugo whispered, as he went into his room to cry again. At least sobbing your heart out is healthier coping mechanism than punching walls and exploding things. "I don't want to be your friend. I want to kiss your lips. I want to kiss your lips until you lose your breath."
A few moments later, Deku knocked on his dorm's door, and when Bakugo didn't answer, he busted through. "Okay, listen up. I don't know what I did, but you've been avoiding me like the plague. You're even worse than Overhaul. Do you even want to be friends anymore?" he shouted with tears welling in his eyes.
Bakugo winced and sneered dryly at his own tears. "I don't want to be your friend. I want to kiss your lips. I want to kiss you until you lose your breath." The last part died on his lips. What came out sounded very, very mean. The tears in Izuku's eyes had spilled out, and he looked so hurt. "Oh, damn. What I mean is I want to be your best friend. I wish things weren't so tense between us." Bakugo quickly lied to comfort Deku. The look in your eyes, my hand between your thighs.
Thank goodness, exclaimed Izuku, now laughing. As punishment for your foolishly worded words, you are sent to death by tickling. He advanced... He advanced towards the tall blonde's bed. Bakugo snorted, doing his best to contain his laughter as he struggled against Deku's prying fingers.
He squirmed and squealed like a little kid. If anyone other than the green-haired was here, he would have killed them and then died from embarrassment. All of a sudden, they're on the edge of the mattress with a thump. They were on the ground in a very compromising position. My hand's between your thighs, nervously stated by Katsuki, his eyes averting and ears beginning to tinge a brilliant shade of red.
This look in your eyes. Frick this, I'm just gonna kiss you. If you want me to stop, just tell me, proclaimed Izuku, his face and hair pairing together to look suspiciously something you'd find on Christmas.
He leaned forward and their lips met. They'd both been waiting forever for this moment. They only broke apart when they needed a breath.
Oh, this can't be real. It's all just a dream.
Wow, they both muttered. I guess I'm your boyfriend now, questioned Bakugo.
Duh, I want to be your boyfriend. Silly. I've been trying to drop hints since we were 8, said a smirking Deku.
This can't be real. It's all just a dream.
I may look dreamy, but I'm 100% here with my boyfriend, about to kiss him again,
winked Izuku. Their lips melted together again, and they snuggled while Bakugo's edgy LED lights basked them in the soft reddish glow. Two boys in red held against each other so close.
Like they once had, many, many, many years ago.
This has been a complete of I Want to Be Your Boyfriend, a Bakudeku Katsudeku AO one-shot by Milky Glay. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed this. Sorry for our laughing, and it is just...
TS is so tough.
TS is cringy, but tough. Okay. Bye, YouTubers! All credits to authors and the art on the thumbnail.
Tough.